I think. Oh boy, a new episode. Oh my god. Demonetized. Yeah. No.
What?
Getting things to
Oh,
stay
God.
up is a pretty common problem.
Mm.
Can't say I've experienced that, but
Yeah. Beautiful.
Good. To me, at least.
Yep. Hmm.
planet Earth is blue.
Oh, I should probably figure out her voice. Huh?
Test, test.
I've already got my voice.
Hercules is making a triumphant return for this one, so.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, I should've
Test,
brought
test, test,
syrup
test,
then.
test.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I've got the best spell in the game. Mage Hand.
I had a entire story planned, and then Aubrey came along, and she happened to have rolled a d20 on a kill last week, and so she unlocked the achievement of getting a story based around her character, which she threw at me like 5 minutes before we jumped on tonight. So
Sorry.
we're improving.
Hooray!
This is great.
It is early afternoon at the Dolby Inn. Is there anyone there?
Hercules.
Pericles.
Sitting at the bar trying to keep someone interested in talking to him.
Aubrey, I'm sending you a private message real quick.
Okay. Ryan is typing.
In the meantime, who are you playing, Eric?
You thought I would be playing Brienne, but it's actually me, Diomastos, or Dio for short. And I am a centaur monk.
What?
Oh my god.
Why the hell did I write Brienne when you said you thought I was playing Brienne?
Alright, I'm playing Brienne Bridgeton.
What's your actual name?
Brienne,
Diom-
that's it.
Diomastos.
Diomastos. But it was I, Dio.
Lillian will be played by Lillian. Aubrey's Pericles.
Pericles.
Comic is Taxi, the Tabaxi.
If you need a tabaxi, call taxi.
Did I miss anybody? Oh, of course,
Yeah,
Daniel.
me.
Purvis?
Little halfling. His name is Purvis Goodbody at your service.
Oh my god.
There will be
Oh.
there will be no game tonight. We're not playing that.
we're out. Sorry, guys.
You can kill him quickly. I'm fine with that.
Oh my god.
what happened? Pericles, did you say you're studying at the inn?
Yes.
Cool. It is after lunch. Chef Rupert is cleaning the tables. I'm going to. Oh, we got a newcomer, so I'm going to post the map, and I'm going to post a picture of Chef Rupert. And there are
Oh, sweet.
there's some people still gathering their things and heading out and paying and stuff. But other than that, there's not too much going on at the end right now. Gonna look for this. There we go. To the left, of course, is the dining area and the kitchen. / bar. Are you,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Pericles was just gonna be annoying the chef, so you can go whatever you're doing.
Yes, yes, he says as are you talking to him?
Yeah, just, you know, I like this town. It's very quaint.
He's like half listening and just being like, very quaint, yes, very quaint, as he's like cleaning dishes and trying to pull stuff off tables.
Best possible way.
Very best, very best. You want another drink?
Oh, thank you. I never drank before 5:45.
Oh my god.
You never drink? Who did I give that drink to? He kind of scratches his head.
Before 5:45, it is. Oh, it is 5:40. It is. No, it is not. I'm sorry, my watch was me wrong. Find one big enough for my Loxodon wrists.
Okay, hold on a second.
Big old drag off his cigarette, which I'm sure he's smoking. Through his trunk.
Can I jump in?
Absolutely.
All right. So the doors to the Dolby Inn just slam open, and in saunters a tiny little 3-foot nothing halfling with a little purple doublet and a black pompadour haircut, silver pantaloons, and he goes, "Well, well, well, aren't you a tall drink of water?" Staring right at Pericles.
Oh my god.
But I walk. He saunters over and he climbs on the stool, and then he grabs a glass of water and drinks it.
Just,
Oh my god.
as soon as you do that, Chef Rupert turns around and he goes, "You, sir, can I get you a okay then."
Keep it coming. I've got a thirst.
The water? Okay.
Yes.
Fills you more water.
Can I help you?
I don't know. Can you?
Oh, she doesn't work here. Can I help you?
I don't know. Can you?
No, I don't think so. I just keep giving you water then.
That'll do. I've got nothing.
This guy comes in to the Dolby Inn and he comes up to the counter and he orders a drink, and he has long hair pulled back in a ponytail and a chiseled jaw, and he looks pretty even though you can tell just underneath his outfit that he's pretty muscular, but he's got kind of a his uniform is kind of almost like jungle what do they call them? You know, those jungle hats and stuff, and the pocketed, almost army-looking clothes.
The hat, the hunter.
Safari?
Safari is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, he's kind of looking safari-ish, and he says he orders the drink, and then he looks over at you, Purvis, and he says, "Shit, give me just a second." No, I'm just gonna roll with it. he's gonna say, "Can I get you something?"
Well, I've already got a glass of water.
I was thinking something maybe a little bit stronger.
No. You got some bologna, some cheese? I am peckish.
Hey, barman, you got some bologna or cheese? Right, coming right up.
I like the kind with the green plastic around the outside.
This guy's gonna kind of look around, and then he's gonna notice Pericles, and he's going, "How about you? You want anything? I got a lot of money right now."
Oh, I'm fine, but I am very interested as to where you got that money. He blows a smoke ring, like, over this guy's head,
God.
just trying to show off.
He's gonna turn around and put his elbows back on the bar and kind of puff his chest out and lean back and say, "I found it all. I'm a bit of an explorer and an archaeologist." As if you'd be impressed by that.
Interesting. Not quite what I was hoping for, but interesting.
Oh yeah? What were you hoping for? I could be that too.
Well-
I'm a lot of things.
Well, I myself am a thief.
Ah.
To be more precise. Do not worry, Rupert, that you are not my chosen prey today.
I've robbed a few graves.
Archaeologist.
Oh yeah, sure. Hey, you get your bologna? Hey,
I don't know.
barman, where's this man's bologna? I said, coming right up.
Bologna.
he begins cutting this meat furiously, and then suddenly you hear him cry out, and you just see like blood running off the counter. Oh, I think it's going to be another minute. Hey, sorry about
Good
that.
man, let me help you with that.
You know, I never come here. The service, it's better over at the Prestige. That's where I usually go, but they're under renovations right now.
And we are quite fond of our Dolby. Says Pericles, having been there precisely one day.
Listen, name's Jean Claude.
I am the man with no name. Purvis Goodbody at your service.
Wait.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But you,
What?
but it. Listen, Purvis. Hey, Pericles. I don't know if I even knew your name yet, but apparently I do.
Didn't.
If you'd like to get in on this, there's a lot of money to be made down underground and in the tunnels and in the mines and in the ancient ruins. If you're ever interested.
Perhaps. Pericles uses like the the end of the trunk to like flick his cigarette away.
Oh
Out real
my
fast so
God.
it doesn't burn anything.
Oh my god.
He goes, perhaps.
I know of a mine. I just got a map that leads you to it, and it's been long since abandoned, but there's supposed to be a lot of treasure there that's still ready to be claimed, and, you know, it's supposed to be haunted, but nothing I've never dealt with before.
A map, you say? Can I see it?
Maybe from a distance here. He pulls a scroll out of his coat and kind of unveils it for you so you can... It's definitely a map, but it's crude.
Purvis starts chuckling. Ha ha ha, you fool. In the game of chess, you can never let your adversary see your pieces. I now know your
God.
plan.
What, he starts rolling it up. Hey, you got some sort of photographic memory? Whatever a photograph is.
Oh my god.
You got some sort of...
Yes, it's
Painting.
all the bologna I eat. It makes my eyes as strong as a hawk's.
Yeah, I could use that.
Purvis.
It's a good skill to have, especially where we're going. So you guys in or?
in.
So, at that moment, the door to the Dolby Inn opens up, and you hear really light footsteps, and in walks this Tabaxi. And he starts rifling through his pockets and finds 5 gold pieces in there. He says, $5. And then he makes to sneak into the shadows immediately out of everybody's perception.
Okay.
So I'm rolling a stealth, right?
Sure, go for it.
All right. That's a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna beat that. So, you just gonna hang in the shadows for a while?
Then he is gonna go, now it's time to get some money. And so he is going to cast Mage Hand, and he is going to go for the nearest pocket he can to try and grab some gold out of it.
All right. Well, the nearest would be Pericles. So, you want to roll perception on that?
All right.
No, not you, her.
Not natural.
What was the number?
It was a 20, not natural.
Okay. Do you even have any gold on you?
I'm not sure. Let me check.
Would the gold that we've accumulated thus far be considered on us at this time, or is it just whatever you feel like having?
The group inventory is usually kind of put up to a vote or majority rule kind of thing. So.
I mean, all the money I'm getting with Taxi is going back into the group inventory anyway. I'm just doing this as a joke. Sorry.
We got 15.
You have 15?
15.
Wow. All right.
He's not a very good rogue.
So the Mage Hand grabs the gold out of the pocket, and it starts moving mysteriously back over, kind of wobbling. And then, do you need me to make any more checks?
No, I think we're good for now.
All right, and he gets 15 more gold and goes, sucker. And then he walks up to the bar and goes, hey, Mr. Barkeep Man, how about a round of milk for me?
Be one moment. You see him wrapping bandages around his finger.
Ooh, that's a mighty nasty cut. You sure you can handle that, old man?
Hey, cat.
Yeah?
Think you'd be interested in some more gold? Buy a lot of drinks with this gold. Or tuna or whatever you eat.
Well, it's gonna have to be more than that if you wanna hire me.
More than tuna?
I'm Taxi. You know, the Tabaxi.
Well,
You know my shtick, right? You want a Tabaxi? You better call Taxi.
I do now.
Well, if you want me to help you out, then there's got to be a little bit more in it for me, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to roll persuasion.
Okay. What are you persuading him to do?
Just put some more pay in it for him.
He never gave you a number.
I know.
Okay.
Taxi immediately, only cares about hiring the price.
All right.
So, yeah, that's a 18. He goes, look, I don't want to be a bummer, man, but I really need the gold, you know? It's for the children. Trust me.
Well, I matched you, so he's gonna shake his head and say, "No, no can do."
I didn't think they allowed animals behind the bar. Wait.
Dionaea walks down from the bar and is like, "No, we're always allowed here." But
He
me and Rupert
immediately.
go
As
way
you
back.
say the animal thing, a plant walks in.
Oh shit!
God. And as uh, Pericles says that, Taxi looks back and says, "Hey, shut it, trunk lips." And what the heck is that?
So Lillian walks in, and she is not quite 7 foot tall. She, in the middle of her, I don't know, selfness, is a like it looks like a stalk of a flower that has like a human shape to it, and the base of her roots, or the base of her flower, are like it's like it glides along, but she moves on like little tendrils that move her along because she doesn't actually have legs. And then shooting off from her in different directions are these little they look like calla lilies actually. And um in one of them you actually see like something fuzzy kind of poking over the side, like maybe it's a fur or a tail, or you can't quite tell what it is. But she'll walk in and be like, "Hello, my lovelies. It's good to see all of you today."
Hey, how's it going?
What? What in the world?
Yes, hello. I see you've never seen a Dionysus before.
Diamastos, that's me.
What is going on? There's a giant plant talking to me right now. I'm going insane.
Yes, my dear.
It's certified.
I've seen a lot of things in my adventures, but you may be one of the most spectacular.
Why,
don't
thank
think-
you.
Can I buy you
Bonjour.
Can I buy you a spot in the sun and some water?
I would love a drink of water with some honey if you would.
At that moment, Purvis runs right in between them.
Yeah, and
Did someone say water? Here you go, my dear. And there's a
Oh
little
my
bit,
God.
little bit of backwash, but you won't mind.
And I just start
oh,
pouring my glass into. Do you have a pot, or how
Oh
are
my
you
God.
walking?
Oh my God.
No, it's just like the base of the flower is just kind of sitting on the floor, so you don't necessarily see, but there's like little tendrils that are moving her. So it looks like she's just kind of gliding along the floor.
Do I just pour this on your feet, or do you do you drink it?
I would like a drink indeed. And she'll take the glass out of your hand.
Hey,
Okay.
bartender.
Thank you.
Bartender.
Yes, what is it? Yes.
What? Why don't you cut this man's baloney some more? Cut it down to about quarter size, maybe.
Hey, wait, that's not the right voice.
Hey now, who you talking about quarter size? I eat a full chub of bologna.
Oh my
One
God.
full
Soon as
chunk
he's-
coming up.
This man would like a
As soon as
chode of
he-
baloney.
It's
Oh
getting
my
hot
God.
in here.
As soon as the Purvis hand tries to like, is just sitting here going like, "Do I pour it on your feet or something?" And he hands it to her. You see a large gray trunk smack this halfling out of the way. Just shove him right out of the way.
Oh no!
And go, and just go, "I am so sorry, madame."
Now
And he
that's
sweeps
some
his hat
good
off his head with his
entertainment.
trunk.
Listen, we're all having
Hello.
a good time here. Let's just skip the adventure and just hang out in the bar the whole episode.
My baloney has a first name. It's Dolby.
What?
Hello, lovelies. My name's Lillian. What is yours?
Taxi. Taxi the tabaxi. You need a taxi? You call me the tabaxi. Wait a moment.
My name is Pericles Odysseus Caesar de Pachydermis, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my fair lady.
And
Yeah, trunk lips.
she will hold out her hand to greet you.
He will take it and he will kiss it.
Oh, how lovely.
Taxi's gonna roll his eyes and he's gonna be like, romancing a plant. Disgusting.
I'm an elephant. What do you want from me? I am attracted to beautiful things.
There's a lot of guys pining for this plant. Like,
Yeah.
Purvis
Oh,
picks
this is so
himself up
bad.
from the wall that the elephant threw me at. I'm Purvis Goodbody, the unmovable object. The stalwart fighter.
he
At
literally
your
just
service.
moved you.
I wanted to do that.
Lillian will hold out her hand to you as well.
Look, man. And Taxi puts
Percy
his
kisses it, obviously.
Oh, what a lovely group of people.
and Taxi puts his hand on Purvis's shoulder and says, "Look, man, it's okay not to be the best at anything. I mean, I'm only the best at, selling things, taxing things. That's why they call me Taxi. So, it's fine to not be good at anything, because a person like you can't be as great as a person like me." And then he slips him his business card. Now remember, pats his chest. If you ever need a tabaxi, you call Taxi.
Yeah, we've heard that
And
line
then
before.
he puts his hand on his shoulder once more and kind of like wistfully looks into the air.
My feline friend, I use Uber. Get out of here.
That is some fighting words there, buddy.
Oh,
Obviously, you couldn't lift anything.
Ah.
Uber, the potato guy. I've used him.
Yes, he's got a great big potato cart. It's very luxurious.
I call him Uber the tuber.
Oh, you thought I took people places. No. I make the taxes on where the people go. You see, I'm the one that makes all the money. He's the one that gets the money from me.
The reason that joke made me so happy is because I just got an image of Tim in my head, like, committing seppuku.
Boo!
Yeah. Boo! Get off of the stage!
No.
I wish she logged in for that one moment.
No, Tim.
At that precise moment, you hear this sort of going past the window, and then something lands on the roof.
Oh, shit.
You heard that too.
We heard it on top of our 2-story building.
Wait, what?
Well, that was a loud noise.
Wait a moment.
was
This is
extremely
like
loud.
a 2-story building. This is ridiculous.
Hey. I investigate mysteries. I'll go check it out. Anybody want to come with?
I'm not afraid of roofs.
If there ain't no money in it for me, I don't see why I need to go.
Certainly. I can go with you.
Unless you guys want to hang here and fight over this plant some more.
I will go.
On second thought, I think I'll go. I'd rather go than keep up these shenanigans.
So you guys make your way outside, and you're going to peer up onto the roof. See if you... It's tall building, so you're going to have to kind of get far away to see above it, but...
All right.
I think...
There's another.
Go ahead.
I would like to climb the building,
Okay.
Yep, same here.
standing back.
This is going to go well.
I
Can
have
you-
a climb speed.
Can you just like go up like vines, up a rain gutter or something?
I can just go up things. I have a climb speed equal to my movement speed, which is 40.
Wow.
I have a climb speed of 20 as a tabaxi, so yeah, I may or may not be keeping up. Wait, I can double my speed for a turn when moving, but I must spend a turn not moving. Okay, never mind. Yeah, just fall
I
off
said
the
climb
building.
speed, yeah.
So you guys are going to clear the lip of this roof, and go ahead, Aubrey.
You guys see just a dark shape at first, and then you see this dark shape just suddenly get about twice as wide as it was. It's gone. It goes straight up into the air, falls off of it as it leaves.
What is it? What's up there?
What was that?
Darkleys walks over and picks it up, and it is a very long flight feather.
Wait, what?
Some kind of bird?
The bird has
I
lost
eat-
its feathers.
I
This-
eat birds for breakfast. Let's go hunt this thing down.
I don't know. This is
do
quite a
I.
big feather.
Jean
This thing is like
Claude.
6 or 7 inches long.
Jean Claude pulls a like a journal out of his breast pocket or the inside of his coat, and he starts flipping through it, and you see all these sketches of birds and different kinds of wilderness animals that are in there, and then he gets to the end and he goes, "No idea. Can't identify it."
Look, everybody, if we catch that bird, we'll be millionaires. Well, I will be millionaires, and you will all work for me. But anyway, it's all good.
Can I roll an investigation check on this feather? Is that a thing we do in this game? Do we roll?
We sure do.
All right. I don't know. I have animal handling because I am a cavalier. I just want to see if I can identify this bird. Brian, I got a 9. Did I get it?
I think this would be more along the lines of a nature check.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 7 then.
I can make a nature check too.
That's not a great number.
All right.
7's not a great number.
The feather is white, but it's brown at the bottom. The rest of it's white, and there's like dark brown stripes.
Well, we know nothing about this feather, where it
Give me
came
a
from,
look-see.
its history, or what it looks like, but we can assume one thing.
What's that?
They stand for everything we do not.
Are you kidding me right now? It's a freaking bird.
Listen, you dumb cat, I was agreeing with you, and we should kill it.
Oh my goodness. Just let me get a look-see at it.
Darkleys will hold it.
I'm gonna
At trunk's
roll for
length.
nature.
Lillian's staying halfway up the building, by the way. It's just-
I just want to know if Pericles is holding onto this feather, will she be able to fly? He?
I don't know, DM. That's your call.
Try flapping your ears.
Listen here, Paraslees. Give me the
Quick.
feather.
I slap my ears really, really hard.
Paraslees.
You start to lift off the ground a little ways.
My God!
Oh no.
That's some kind of magical feather.
Listen,
That,
if you let me identify it, maybe we can find where that thing lives, and maybe we can go kill it.
You know, I've seen a dragonfly. I've even seen a housefly.
Oh my God.
I ain't never seen a cat fly.
They've seen an elephant fly.
So, Taxi is going to attempt to do a flip in midair and grab the feather
He'll
away
just
from.
land and hand it to you. he's not like
Okay.
But you still do a back.
away.
Listen here,
was that?
Paraslees. Let me see it.
You had to do was ask. You stubborn feline.
Look, I'm trying to tell ya, if we get the feather identified, we can find the creature.
Hey, Tabaxi, what was your slogan again?
If you need a tabaxi, you call taxi.
Oh, that's
Not
right.
that hard to remember.
I was thinking about taxis. What if we gave the magic feather to the elephant, and then he could fly us all in the direction of the bird went?
Well, first, I think it would be good to identify it. It'll only take me 2 seconds.
All right, but it's a magic flying feather. I don't know what there is to identify.
So he's gonna look at it, sniff it, give it a lick, and I'm rolling for nature.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a 19 plus 4, so 23. Hmm.
It's from a falcon, as far as you can tell.
It's a falcon. Well, man, that's one big falcon. Okay, let's go hunt it down. He hands the feather to Pericles. Fly, elephant, fly! He hops on the back of Pericles and kind of like slaps him on the butt with his foot like he would a horse.
Hercules does not like that.
Yes, let's do the buddy system. Pericles in this cat, and I will go with Lillian. That seems like a good plan. See you later, elephant man.
Hercules grabs him, like, can I, like, try and snatch his collar with the trunk? Like, just...
Who, mine?
I mean, I'm a little. Are you grabbing the cat, or are you trying to grab Percy?
I want to, like, fling the cat off of him with
I
his
forgot
trunk.
Purvis.
Well, I don't have much strength, so is that a opposed strength, or is that dexterity for me?
I may have been talking to somebody on the Twitch stream, so I don't know what's going on.
The cat is on Pericles' back, and Hercules wants to try and grab him and throw him off.
Oh, I'm all for that.
Can the cat attempt to dodge and weave around, do some acrobatics on the back of this elephant, and try not to get grabbed?
Yeah, why don't you do a dexterity, whatever it's called, acrobatics.
All right.
Have to make a check.
So that's a nat 20 plus my 9. I'm rolling good tonight, baby.
Yeah, so you start dodging this trunk, and it can't seem to grab you as you go back and forth on this elephant's back, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, a hand grabs you and tosses you off and says, "Out of my way, kitty!" And it jumps on the back of the elephant. All right, let's go.
I'm not a pack animal.
My own mage hand?
We gotta
Did
catch that
to
bird.
me? Oh, it was you. I'm on to you.
Oh, no, that was your mage hand. I saw it. All right, let's go.
He, like, starts
Of my
inspecting his
back.
tail and everything, and starting to chase his tail. I swear the mage hand's somewhere. I swear it's somewhere.
I'm gonna say that I have a I have to remember the name of it. A pterodon? Gumley has a pterodon, and I'm gonna say it comes flying in conveniently to help us plot. And he says, "Oh, hello everybody," as he steps off this giant dinosaur.
Hey, let me on, man.
Oh, are we going somewhere? Oh,
We're gonna go hunt down that bird.
can I drop these groceries off inside real quick?
Oh, Gumley.
No time for that. He, like,
Gumley.
takes the groceries and tosses it down the stairs.
Oh.
Come on now, fly, fly, fly!
Oh, she
He, like, hops up.
takes
Huh?
commands from me.
He goes, oh. Sorry, man. I'll get you new groceries, all right? How about that?
Where are you?
We got ourselves a deal?
Where do you guys need me to take you?
To that bird, we're gonna roast it.
Okay.
I believe I can fly.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Pteranodon.
Think about it every
However,
night and day.
I am not a bird.
Pteranodon is what it's called. All right.
We should just walk there.
Yeah, all right.
Madame Lilia,
Uh,
I will
Lillian.
gladly allow you to ride me.
Wait, what? You said that very strangely. Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, she can have a ride on my back.
all right.
Hold on there. I thought we had the buddy system all planned out.
We don't. You can be a buddy with
Yeah.
the floor. You can walk there.
I have tiny legs. I need.
I don't give a fuck, Purvis.
Don't worry, Purvis.
Taxi.
You need a
What?
taxi, call Dio, and I'll offer a ride on my back.
What about Uber
Taxi.
the tuber driver?
Taxi grabs
Potatoes.
Percy.
At that
and
moment,
gives-
at that
puts him
moment
on his
you
back.
at that moment you
Oh,
see a grungy looking dude come in on in a cart full of potatoes.
I'm sorry, Catman, but I've told you I do not take taxis. Oh, Uber.
And I giddily run over and hop on his little potato.
Well, how do y'all coming for a ride from Uber the tuber?
And then Taxi gives him the "I'm watching you" look. The Uber driver. Remember, 75% or more.
Well, if it ain't my arch nemesis, Taxi the Tabaxi.
You still owe me for the last ride.
I ain't owe you for shit, you son of a bitch.
Gonna have to get my boys on you again.
Hey, who's going? All aboard's going aboard. Let's get away from this mangy cat.
Uber,
Oh.
follow that elephant.
He's gonna.
Yeah.
Wait, am I on the elephant now?
You can be if you want to.
If I remember, I was on the pterodactyl or whatever it was.
Purvis is patting the little spot of wood next to him on the cart.
Lillian, there's plenty of space here.
Choices. Let me see which one I like more.
You can
Purvis.
always ride me, too. If you need.
You're gonna ride Purvis?
She's riding in the Uber the tuber wagon. It
Oh,
is
okay.
The luxurious potato
I
experience.
enjoy my
Seriously.
tuba friends. I must ride with them.
Okay.
Why are you all pining for a plant? It doesn't make any sense.
Uber, do you hear something? I just hear a little cat whine, a little meow, meow.
Yeah.
Well, ma'am.
Taxi casts Mage Hand to slap the Uber driver.
Okay. As soon as you do, he starts chucking potatoes at you.
Ow. Hey, man, that's not fair.
That's a
Those
7.
hurt.
Lillian's
know?
going to use her plant power to shoot a ball of acid amongst
Oh
those potatoes.
my
So
god.
it just looks like it's part of it. So it's acid splash.
Oh my god.
Does a 17 hit your AC?
No, or wait. Yeah, 17 just hits, but since I see that, technically, I get to do an uncanny dodge, and since I'm an arcane trickster, it counts for spells too.
All right.
So I'm taking half damage from that.
Then you're taking, let's see, 1 plus acid. What's the acid?
All right.
7.
Okay, so
7, 8 damage, man.
4 total?
Ow. 4 total? Okay, that's a lot better.
you said, did that
so
imply you cut the spells in half as well?
It's a
Yeah.
dex save if you want to roll it separately.
No.
Oh, I thought you put it
no,
on my
I think
potato.
It's just all together.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll
thought
say
you-
I did that.
I thought you acidated my potato. He's gonna chuck this potato at you for 3 damage, and then he's gonna go
3
yeah.
damage. Okay.
He's gonna.
Ow, what the heck? That was acid, man. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
He's already down. He's already down the road.
Dangerous. dangerous if you use them correctly.
You all will pay for my medical bills. I hope you know that.
So you guys all follow this flying elephant as it leads you towards. I'm gonna say you guys head north, outside of Torrington, and I don't know how he's following this bird when it was just a blur, but that's the direction the bird headed. So eventually, you follow the road to kind of a dark, ominous forest, and the what's his name? Jean-Claude says, "This is such a coincidence. This is where I was gonna take you guys anyway.
Why would you bring us here?
This is where the mines are. We need to explore for all the money."
Understandable.
Does anybody have dark vision?
I believe
Oh,
I
that's a good
do.
question.
Cat.
Loxodons have dark vision.
Yeah,
We're about to find
I-
out.
Probably.
Yep, I have dark vision. Whoa, this place is freaky.
Anybody else?
No, but I'll light a torch if it's
Yep.
too dark to see.
Ooh, I have a
By the time you get there, the sun is starting to get down, and this is a very overgrown forest, so it's going to be probably dim in there for now, and then it's probably going to get dark.
Purvis Goodbody will grab some. Actually, I don't have the Regans for this.
Excuse me, Lillian, can I have one of your stems? Or a leaf?
Oh, what
I
may
know,
you...
I know we just met, and it's awfully forward. If you could bestow a petal or some pollen, something.
Wow,
you
this
make me the luckiest man in the world.
relationship is moving real
How could I
fast.
refuse such a request? And I'll pluck a little leaf off of my stem.
Cool. I made this character without any equipment, so to cast dancing lights, I needed something called Lykewood. I'm just gonna say that's what this is. So I now have little glowing orbs of light around me.
I can see. Thank you.
I think you guys are
As
now.
can I.
I think you guys are now married.
And
I don't
then
know how
Taxi walks
plant
up to the plant lady.
Oh, we're still in the
and he
sky.
goes- I thought we were okay.
Or
He's gonna
Yeah,
yell
we're still in the sky.
following
he's
the
gonna
elephant
yell
in the sky.
Butterfly in the
from
sky.
down below. Come on, plant lady. You should have a little bit more self-respect than that.
Hey, do not question her choices.
You don't even know how we do things in the plant world. Why would you think that this is inappropriate?
Pericles, I want you to roll. I want you to roll either a dex save or like an acrobatics. Or you can hold. You can also try sleight of hand or whatever. Whatever is good.
Let's do acrobatics, okay. Oh, that'll do it. That's a 7.
There, you are flying along, and suddenly you get hit with this huge gust of wind, and it blows the feather right out of your trunk, and you start panicking because you assume that you're gonna fall.
I
Oh
fell
no!
down!
The
I fell
feather!
down!
Oh
You'll
shit!
be fine. Just grab on.
That's you, red
Oh, wait.
Baron!
Flap your ears, elephant!
Yeah,
He
flap
keeps
your
flapping.
ears.
You manage to stay in the air, and then you find that if you hold your ears out and kind of tilt them back and forth, then you can kind of steer a little bit as you glide
Oh
along.
my
And
God.
he says, "Your ability to fly wasn't in that feather, elephant. It was in you all along."
Oh my God.
Power was inside of me all along.
Then Taxi is gonna cast Mage Hand and put it in front of Pericles and give him a thumbs up. I knew you could do it.
So you guys,
You cat!
you guys get to the entrance of this forest, and there is kind of a pathway that's been hacked in. It's sort of a trail like animals would follow and stuff. It's pretty dark and ominous inside, and it's, like I said, overgrown. You probably have to establish a marching order of some sort. the best you could do is maybe 2x2.
I'll lead.
So will Pericles.
I have the ability to look in the dark. How about I lead?
I have my torch out and I'm like, yeah, it's real dark in here. And I
Yeah, whatever.
keep
He
walking.
kicks him in front. He kicks him in the butt and kicks him up front.
A leader always leads by example. I'll take the rear.
I'll take the rear with you.
Okay, you two lovebirds. Whatever you're about.
The name
Let's keep going, guys.
like Purvis, you're probably always taking the rears.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna need to write that down. That was pretty good.
And Jean-Claude will be in the middle. All right. The Gumley's going to fly Mary home, and you guys all enter into these dark woods. You walk on for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes with no incidents, and then you hear something rustling in the trees beyond. It sounds like it's dead silent in this forest. There aren't any bugs or animals making noises, but then you hear the crackling of either branches or something. As always, I'm great at describing things.
You guys hear a faint bird cry.
Sounds like supper's up ahead. Let's go look.
Oh my god. I can't take any more songs. Why? He like covers his ears and he's whimpering. They're so loud.
Oh, by
They're
the way,
so loud.
the tuft of fur that you saw out of one of her flowers is gone now.
Oh, okay.
So, just FYI.
Tuft of fur, why?
Well, when I described her as she walked in, there was something furry sticking out of one of the flowers, but now it's gone.
Whoa, wait a moment. There was like some fur on you. What happened to it?
That was lunch, my dear. It was quite delicious.
Lunch? You don't eat poor little kitties like me, and he's gonna start whimpering.
Oh, gross.
I haven't had a cat your size in quite some time. You look delicious.
Please, no. This lady's so terrifying. Percy, why? Why would you marry her?
My name is Purvis.
Whatever, I don't care. I'm scared.
Everybody roll perceptions.
That's a 15.
Ooh. I don't see anything. That's a 1.
Yeah, that's a 15 for me.
That is a 21 for Pericles.
Jeez.
It's a 24 for
Oh my
Diane.
god.
Okay.
Got a 14.
Now, everybody above a 15 gets to perceive this.
Should have
Aww.
just been above 14.
Yeah. Like, please.
No.
No. Taxi's too afraid of getting eaten now by Lillian. I knew that there was a reason that I didn't like you. You ate my brother.
What did the exclusive VIP few of you perceive, Aubrey?
You guys perceive large footprints on the ground. They're huge. They're like the size of like 2 human feet side by side.
Are they human footprints?
Oh, they are bird footprints.
Holy shit.
And you can tell that curved talons. This is obviously a bird of prey. You also see scratches in the trees. And another feather on the ground.
Oh man.
Dio picks up the feather.
You pick it up, you hear in the trees.
I stick it behind my ear and kind of look up at the trees and just go, and keep walking.
As you walk, there are footsteps above you, like following branches as close as they can to you.
Wait, what did I miss? I like stepped out for a moment.
You missed Aubrey making bird noises. I'm gonna be
Only
You hear-
Aubrey.
I just read
And
the
then you hear-
chat and I'm like, what the
Googling.
heck did I miss?
Then you hear, "Hello."
Who- And everybody's perceiving this by now. And Jean-Claude goes, "Was that just me?"
Hello?
Oh, it was not.
You all heard
Hello?
that, right?
Who's there?
Did I mention that that this forest was supposed to be haunted? I mentioned that, right?
Oh, this isn't good.
You
His
told
tail's
us there'd be
standing on end.
treasure.
In the mines, I told you that we would have to deal with some shit first.
I must have been
Channeling.
waiting for my baloney. I don't recall that.
Did you ever get that, by the way?
I did not.
Dolby Inn. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
sorry about that. I pulled the bologna that I had been slicing from my pack, and I just toss it behind me towards Purvis.
Haha! I am now indestructible.
And I take a big bite.
I'm very scared. Can we go back now? He's like starting to get the pitiful kitty eyes.
Are you
Scaredy
friends?
Cats, scaredy cats. Can't
S-
make it
scaredy
through
cat.
the woods.
It's time
I
to man
can
up.
make it
And I
through the
throw my
woods.
baloney at him.
He jumps like 6 feet in the air.
No, you fool!
Elvis.
Take a bite. That's man juice. Wait, no, that doesn't work.
Gross.
It's man food.
Could have gone with man meat.
There we go. It's man meat.
No, it's so terrifying. Please don't. I'm sorry. I won't be a bad kitty no more.
Hey,
Yes, it took you a while to get that man meat.
that's not man meat. You're full of baloney.
I walk up to Pericles. Good one, Brent. I walk up to Pericles and I poke the elephant and I say,
Listen, little man. I've had just about enough of you. First you
He's
swat
very
me.
large.
Not so big to me.
and I'm staring you in the eyes, Pericles.
Hey,
Dio
How
has
tall
kept
is How
walking.
tall is Purvis? You said 3 feet even, right?
3 foot nothing.
he like
Pericles
walks
reaches
up.
down with his trunk and picks you up by your shirt collar and lifts you up so you're actually looking him in the face. That says, "You say you are nothing to me. You say that I am nothing to you.
Yes, you got it right the second time.
So you're nothing to whatever left those claw marks. Be careful."
I'd laugh at careful. I am
You,
I am indestructible. I've eaten my baloney.
Is the,
Brian, real quick,
is the
I
baloney...
would like to swoop down. The other one of me would like to swoop down
Oh.
and try and pick up the cat.
Absolutely.
Is that an
I'll
Can I
attack?
make,
Or
That's
can I make
a...
a dex check?
Do a... Give me an animal handling check.
Wait, me?
wait a second. Oh no. Okay.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh. Good. I would have failed it anyway.
That's
Alright.
that's a 9 for the other one of me.
Okay. You. Let's do it this way. Comic. Roll a deck save.
Alright. And that is a 10 plus my saving throw, which is 7, so 17.
I think with that animal handling, you know enough that you could grab a cat by the scruff of its neck and pick it up, but I don't think you're gonna be able to hold on to it very well as it starts writhing and shaking around and trying to get out of your grasp.
If so, just like fall, swoop. No, you're not gonna catch it, and then he just drops it back up in the trees.
Okay. What the?
And then he Taxi runs over to Pericles and he's like, Pericles,
Hold on,
please save
we're in the middle of
me."
something.
I don't care. I want to be safe. I'm sorry for being mean, Pericles. You're super strong and powerful, and you're very nice.
There's
And
Touch me,
he's
and he smacks you away with his trunk.
He's gonna roll a persuasion on you with his kitty eyes to get some mercy.
guys, I don't think that those haunting stories were just rumors. There's something in here.
That's a 15 plus my 5, so a dirty 20.
Oh,
Do a wisdom save.
sim safe. Okay. Natural 20.
I missed what the first roll was.
That's a natural 20.
No, not yours. I mean his.
Oh shit.
Oh,
sorry.
mine, it was a dirty 20, so I lose.
Yep.
Listen, everyone, I'm a master tactician. I know what we can do. We need to split up individually and run separate ways. Best way
Oh
to
my god.
the best way to fight an enemy is to split the party.
Wait.
Oh my
Wait.
god.
You hear a voice. You hear that same deep-ish voice from the trees. You see, it's kind of like trying to like a fireman slide down the trunk and doing a terrible, terrible job at it. Is this huge peregrine falcon with a quiver of arrows on his back and a bow.
It's Tony Hawk.
It's a bird, my arch nemesis. He's gonna start like snarling and hissing.
Hey, what happened to that potato guy? I thought he was your arch nemesis.
No. Birds are my real nemesis. They steal food from everyone. They stole my catnip once. And it's time to be a brave kitty cat for my little brother.
Dio just walks towards the falcon and is like, "Hello there."
Low. He's kind of like holding himself, like his shoulders are kind of hunched forward, and he's holding up his hands or his feathers that are kind of like doing that cartoon thing where they act like hands. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In front of him, and he's just hunched over, and he goes, "Low."
I see we have a new bird friend. What is your name?
My name's T-Berry.
I'm gonna pull the feather from behind my ear. Be like, is this yours, friend?
Oh,
Yeah.
T-Berry.
You
It's
need it back.
T-Berry. Oh
Thing.
god, it's T-Berry.
Embarrassing. And he turns around, and there's big bear patches on his back
Oh no.
Aww.
that you guys didn't notice before, and he's got some feathers kind of like falling off of his wings, and he goes, "It's hard to fly, that's why I was walking." roof of the inn because I can't go very far, and it's just embarrassing.
What the hell happened to you?
Taxi is gonna walk up to him, calm down, and he's gonna go, I can try and check your wounds. Just
They're not
don't peck me."
wounds. This is natural. I'm just molting.
I've
It's
never.
just something that
Oh.
happens every season, and it's just kind of, it's just something I've got to deal with.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Well, he jumps back and starts hissing and baring his claws and teeth.
Well, T-Berry looks equally scared. He like jumps behind the tree.
Who's the bigger coward?
Don't
the
hurt
cat or
me.
the bird? I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me. Oh my god.
Taxi, I would suggest you stop now.
Hey,
I'll wave
He's
a
going to
flower at you.
immediately stiff up. Taxi's immediately going to stiff up. He's going to turn around, see, what was her name again? Flora or something?
Lillian.
Lillian. And he's going to immediately run behind T-Berry. Mr. Birdie friend, save me. She's gonna eat us both. And then he's gonna roll deception.
what are you?
Against what?
What are you trying to deceive?
I'm
cowardice?
trying to deceive. No, I'm trying to deceive him into thinking that the flower's a threat to him too.
He wouldn't think that because she's like telling the Tabaxi to stop freaking him out.
Listen.
That she's a pretty flower lady, so he wouldn't like.
Purvis.
She ate a cat or something.
Purvis, you got any more bologna?
Well, I threw some bologna earlier, and I nibbled on a little bit. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Elephant, why don't we put our tiff-taff on hold? You let me down, and I'll go scurry about and grab that bologna.
You're still hiding on the elephants.
The elephant is still holding him, and he goes, "That's fair, my friend." And he puts him down.
A gentleman's agreement, then. And I put out my little hand.
A gentleman's agreement. You are correct. And he
Can I-
shakes it. He
With the
hands
trunk?
No, with a big elephant
Oh.
hand. With the cylindrical
works.
elephant hands.
I'm still imagining those
I-
little, like, elephant feet for fingers.
And once I'm down, Purvis goes and grabs the bologna that he threw at Taxi the Tabaxi.
Here's some bologna.
Oh, thank you. Jean-Claude's gonna take the bologna and then throw it at Taxi the Tabaxi.
This time,
It's man meat.
Taxi gets hit by the bologna. He doesn't even try dodging it because he's so preoccupied with, what's his name? T-Berry. And he's gonna go, something hit me, I'm gonna die. And he's gonna start whimpering and curl into a little ball on the floor.
Please don't get near. When I molt, they're very sore, like all the time. And molting is 2 weeks of misery for me. That's not why I'm with my regular group. I don't want them to see me like this.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really scared. They're so mean to me, and I'm just trying to do my thing, you know? Better call taxi. Yeah.
Oh.
Barry just steps over him.
T-Berry,
Ow.
I know this must
Yeah.
be pretty embarrassing to be molting. How about, will this make you feel better?
And Purvis Goodbody takes off his studded leather armor.
So now I'm malting. Do you feel better?
I'm uncomfortable and I miss my grandma.
He's definitely got a paunchy little belly.
No, please.
Huh?
Mr.
tried-
Bird,
No. Please stop.
All right.
And I
Taxi.
grudgingly put it back on.
Taxi is gonna hop up to T-Berry and go, "You have a grandma too?"
Barry doesn't answer and just looks right past you.
I have a grandma. Her name, Well, she doesn't really like me calling her by her name. She's an orc lady.
Right.
And she always has to remind me to take her pills and all that. I don't really understand why.
You guys
Hey,
should
Abby.
go ahead.
Where are we going from here?
You guys should all roll perceptions.
Oh,
Want me to roll for both of my boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
that is a natural 20 minus my 1 to perception.
I rolled a 3. I've still got the studded tunic like around my head. I'm trying to figure around put it back on right now.
That was a 17 for Pericles and an 8 and no, an 11 for T-Berry.
Lillian rolled a 4.
And Purvis, you got a 3?
Yup.
Okay, everybody above a 3. You smell
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
you smell pizza. There's a strong smell of pizza coming through these woods.
Pizza!
Do you smell that?
Clearly from further deeper down the trail.
Do any of you smell that?
He who smelt it dealt it.
Oh, great leader. Can we stop now? What's that voice?
So,
Best to be moving on, I think.
Pizza.
Mr. T-Berry, if you can't fly, you can hop on my back.
I'm pretty sure in one of our previous episodes, pizza was established as canon in this universe, so you guys know what it is.
Okay.
Do I smell it now,
Would
Brian?
T-Berry?
Yeah, fine. You can be one of the cool kids.
Even better than bologna, it's pepperoni. Onward.
Would T-Berry know what pizza is?
It's not bologna. It's DiGiorno. Oh, T-Berry, I don't know if T-Berry... Oh, yeah, T-Berry would know what pizza is because the zombie Jared says pizza all the time.
Pizza!
Yeah, okay. My friend talks about that a lot. I miss my friends.
You guys continue down this trail until you start to hear the beating of... Or you start to hear the playing of a banjo, and as you come into this kind of clearing in the woods, you see an encampment, and you're horrified to find that there's a whole group of naked individuals gathered around a big cooking oven that's got a steam pipe going up like out of the trees of this forest, and they all look like country bumpkins. They're playing banjo and eating pizza, and none of them have a stitch of clothing on, and some of them have long rifles.
Dio probably wouldn't be weirded out by that because he's also naked and a horse. So he's just gonna keep walking up to them.
Ditto, for what it's worth. I'm naked and a plant.
Taxi is going to put his hand over T-Berry's eyes and go, "Don't look at this. It's gross. I
Berry's
think I'm
like
just
7
gonna
feet
go."
tall.
Yeah, he's like reaching up. He's only 6 foot, so he's like.
As you
like,
get closer,
waving his hand.
you can see they're pulling them out of this sort of. It's kind of a. It's built out of rock. It's kind of like a small portable cave-looking thing, and it's got this kind of dry ice, misty stuff coming out of it. And they're pulling out these wrapped up pizzas in like a plastic wrap, and they're tearing them open and putting them in this oven.
What?
Word.
Wait.
Heads up, fellas. We got strangers.
Just
No.
before I walked in, is T-Berry perched on my back?
Yeah, we'll say he is.
Okay. Just so I know. Yeah, I just walk up to them and... Hello, friends.
How
I thought it
do?
was strangers, but it was me, Dio.
Oh my god.
And it is me, T-Berry.
I need a.
He bows and spreads his little, like, scraggly wings.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to post another picture of these people for the viewers so they know what they look like.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Hey, I saw that earlier.
Alright.
Wait, that's not coward.
Oh my god.
I see you're
God.
speaking the international language of love.
You-
Pepperoni. Let me in.
And Purvis begins taking off his studded leather tunic again.
You guys,
No,
Oh,
please,
no.
please.
Pericles,
Perhaps you should keep that on.
I think we should leave. This is crude.
Oh, this is just getting good. And he lights another cigarette on the end of his truck.
Wait. What?
I agree. Pizza.
you see one of them trying to do this muzzle loader and running this bullet down the shaft, and then he gives it a good drop, and the thing goes boing, 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 and then he pulls it out and points it at you and says, "Ain't nobody stealing our pizzas."
What the heck?
Try and hit me.
Oh god.
I'm just steadily walking towards them.
Okay.
Mm.
Settle,
Aaron's
I'm-
like,
settle down, Frank. Settle down. We got plenty pizza for everyone. And he says, "No. If we start giving away free pizzas, we're gonna have lots of people coming in here wanting free pizzas. That's why we invented the mine."
How
Wait,
far
what?
are they from me?
How far?
Yeah.
20 feet.
I'm gonna dash forward and punch the dude with the muzzle loader.
Okay. He's looking at his buddy, so yeah, you can get a free attack on that.
Dope. Is going to be 18 on the die, means a lot total.
Math.
Was 26 to hit. Is this a full round of action, Brian?
Action Brian.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, okay.
I,
So the first punch was 9 damage. The second one was a 12 to hit.
I'm confused. A 12 to hit?
You said it was a full round of actions. I get 2 attacks per.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So what was the first damage?
9 damage.
Okay. And then a 12. I'm going to let you have it because he was caught off guard.
Okay, cool. So that's another 7 damage, and then I can take a bonus action to do Flurry of Blows and punch them
Jeez.
twice.
Really going after this guy.
I mean, if he like falls down or anything, I'm gonna stop. But he was pointing a gun at me, so that's a 15 and a 18 to hit on my 2 punches.
Yeah, these guys have low AC because they're not wearing anything.
All right, that's another 16 damage to him.
That's your two numbers added together?
No, it was 2 different rolls. Oh yeah. The 2. Sorry. Yes, that was the 2 numbers added together.
Okay.
And then he needs to make a strength saving throw.
That's an 18.
All right, that's gonna save. So
Well,
he
this
does not
is-
get pushed back, but
While Dio's beating the crap out of this naked bumpkin, Purvis yells,
Way to go, Dio. Hit that bullseye and the rest of these dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate.
That was a lot of analogies.
you're mixing your metaphors again.
Huh?
This guy, with every hit, he staggers backwards, And then he bumps into a tree and kind of slumps down unconscious. And the first one goes, "So pepperoni or..."
Yes, please.
All
Do you have
right.
any sausage?
Oh, we got this. Our camp has lots and lots of sausage.
I start pulling out more sliced bologna and putting it on the pizzas.
This place is kind of a sausage fest, to be honest.
I'm not sure I want any of this pizza.
Yeah, this is your adventure.
Yeah, Taxi is just hiding in the corner,
I would prefer.
closing his eyes, and is very scared.
Okay.
I would prefer something a little more fresh. Have you a squirrel?
Know where we can find some if you want to go hunt.
I'm an excellent hunter.
I didn't ask you.
Wait, is that Goodberry or is that the Lost?
Tea-berry.
Okay, Goodberry.
Listen, Goodberry.
Whichever. I could go by myself.
Okay. They're just to the east a little bit. Just don't hurt the babies, please.
That would give me more time with this pepperoni. That sounds like a grand idea.
Say pepperoni like that.
Pepperoni.
What's left if T-Berry's feathers puffs up?
Okay, I will go a little east then and try to find a squirrel.
Dio walks over and picks up the muzzle loader and is like, "Oh, the monks had weapons like these." And he like slings it over his back.
T-Berry's on his back.
Well, I'm a centaur. I'm huge.
Oh shit, you're right.
I imagine T-Berry is like on his rump, like cowering.
Lillian and Pericles
Sitting like a people.
should roll survivals.
This is not looking good. 7.
Okay, Pericles is getting... It's a 10 for Pericles.
You guys have a difficult time finding any trace of animals, especially since I already mentioned this is kind of a dead forest anyway. And so the best that you can manage is walking around for a while until, I'll say, Pericles, you catch a glimpse of a white wisp. And it didn't actually look like a squirrel, but it might have been a something. You could roll an investigation to try and check it out.
Investigation, that is... Oh, that's not bad, actually. It's still pretty bad, though. 11.
Oh, you went one number up. All right. With that additional one, you follow the direction of this wisp, and you see another one. And then you see another one. And they're kind of all around you at this point. And Lillian, why don't you roll a perception?
Okay. I need to roll a different die. Well, that is also 11.
You guys can't seem to make out what they are. I'll let you decide if you want to try and make a break for it, or if you want to try and communicate with it, or investigate further. What do you want?
Do you want to make a break for it, investigate, or try to communicate? Some voice in the back of my head is telling me that we should pick one of these 3 options.
They seem harmless at the moment. Perhaps we'd be okay.
we stay here or should we run or?
Hello.
Squeak.
Anybody
You guys,
there?
you guys hear a faint echoing, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
Is that a mouse I hear?
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaky.
Thank you.
Pericles, do you hear that?
I do. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
And then
Seem-
out of nowhere, you hear squeak, squeaking, and then Lillian, you should roll a dex save.
No.
Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Dex
God.
save. Oh, but that's a good one. Also 11.
Okay, this is you guys. So Pericles, you see this like, it looks like a squirrel, but it's kind of white and translucent, and it flies out of a tree and lands right on her face, and it's going to try and do withering touch.
Karma.
So I'm acidic. Like my blood is acidic.
Okay.
Oh.
That's well, if it's a withering touch, it's probably fine. Never mind.
I have acid resistance.
Oh, so do I. Awesome.
Of course you do. 18 to that's 18 to hit. So does that beat your AC?
It did. Yes.
4d6.
I assume it's a shit ton of damage because withering touch is nothing to mess around with.
That's gonna be 17 damage.
Oh, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Somebody in the camp should roll a perception.
I love
He
this
very well,
pizza.
because he's probably just sitting he's just
Go for
sitting
it.
trying not to pick his feathers.
You both can. It's whoever.
I really pizza focused. I rolled a 7.
Ah,
I
that's
rolled a
not good.
1.
That's a 6.
What the hell, you guys?
This
I
pizza's really good.
love this. You guys often does being naked increase the pizza experience?
What are we
Don't
doing?
know. Should I try it?
100%. This is so good. Do you make this yourselves?
Taxi, while
What are we
they're
doing?
having orgasmic pizza experiences, you should roll a perception.
Oh, God. Okie dokie. That's an 18 minus 1.
So, Taxi, while they're all munching away, you hear somebody cry out from the distance to the north? East? I don't remember what direction.
East.
East.
I immediately run that way.
You're just gonna take
Don't
off by
worry,
yourself?
Whoever it is.
Mm,
Taxis to the
pizza.
rescue. I'm
Okay.
gonna be super duper brave this time. I'm gonna prove them all wrong.
Lillian and Pericles, why don't you guys roll initiatives real quick?
Shit.
You can roll one too, Taxi.
And as I'm running, I also take I cast Mage Hand to slap Purvis in the back of the head.
That is a 6.
Anyway,
17.
You know, Purvis,
Yeah.
we should probably go after him, but
This pizza is.
pizza. Oh my god.
I don't
That
know.
was weird.
This is kind of.
follow
I
me,
mean,
you coward.
What did you get, Taxi?
I got an 11 plus 5, so 16.
All right.
I almost choked on that sausage.
Oh my god.
T-Berry has the pizza like between his feet, and he's bending down to eat it.
Oh my
He
god.
just.
beaks are triangular shaped. They're perfect for pizza.
But he can't take bites out of it. He can just make a progressively larger gouge in the middle.
You gotta eat it backwards, like Donald Trump.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
That was a stuffed crust pizza. It's different, Brian.
Okay.
Wait, is
Oh
this
my
pizza
God.
stuffed crust?
Some of it is.
Oh,
no.
my god. Oh,
Oh my god.
You have to teach me this recipe.
Dio, this naked pizza party is amazing, but and should we perhaps go see what's going on?
Oh my god.
I mean, if
All
you
right.
want to.
It's probably a good idea. Can we get one more slice for the road? I can't get over
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. One more slice for the road and we'll get going.
Pericles, why don't you you see two more of these apparition squirrels appear. Why don't you roll? They're I'll say they're 15 feet from you. You can do what you want to do.
Pericles is going to.
Oh, I need to specify they're on opposite sides of you.
Oh fuck. Okay. Is going to get in front of. He's gonna get in. Oh jeez. So they're coming straight at us, right? So they can both see me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he is going to just basically get in front of Lillian. I was gonna Liliana? No, that's not right. And he's gonna get in front of her and pull out his short sword.
Okay.
With his weird elephant hands.
Sorry, I'm jotting something down
Is the one squirrel still on my face?
here. It just made an attack and then it started to scramble off, but it hasn't gotten very far, so you guys are adjacent to each other.
Okay.
I think I may have offended them.
Squeak, squeaker, squeak. What did you do on your turn? I'm sorry. You drew a sword?
Just got out his sword, basically, because I'm not close enough to hit anything.
Oh, I see. Okay. That brings us to Lillian.
So the one that's right beside me, I'm going to take my hand first and attempt to punch it. What's my unarmed strike? +6. Oh, I rolled that and rolled 20. I'll roll it real. That's a nat 1. I don't know how you do nat 1s, Brian.
I was gonna say you miss.
Just miss? Okay.
And I'll give this thing an opportunity to break away freely without an attack of opportunity, but we'll wait till its
I
turn.
have more than one attack. I'm a monk. I got 4 attacks, yo.
Carry on.
That is 20. Dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's 1 bludgeoning damage and 3 radiant, because I'm a Sun Soul monk. And then I'm Flurry of Blowsing for 8, 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For another 1, and then 3 radiant. And then 12, 13, 18 to hit.
Yep.
For 2 damage and 3 radiant. So
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Anyway, and then with that last blow, he needs to make a. Wait, do I still get that with radiant? Well, maybe I don't.
I Are you looking for the prone thing or the knockback?
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is only
It's
with
way in
open
the
hand.
open fist. Yeah.
Okay. I play open fist and beholder's eye.
I'm
Okay, never mind.
currently playing one.
Haha. Okay, so that's all then. Just
And
flurry of blows.
that was what kind of damage?
Flurry of blows.
All the things you did.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then 6, 9, 12 radiant damage.
Okay. You lay into this thing, and as soon as it falls off your face and hits the ground, it starts to squirrel away, and you lay into it, and it's not looking very good. It's kind of it rolls to its side, and it goes squeak squeaker. Uh-oh, I might have a visitor. 1 second. IRL AFK. I wasn't peeing.
What?
um,
Oh.
what just happened, Lillian? So next up is Taxi. You break through this forest thicket into the clearing, and you see them fighting ghost squirrels. What do you want to do?
Oh, jeez. Are those ghost squirrels? Well, I can take them down. So I'm going to cast Firebolt, which is hopefully going to hit.
There's one to your
So,
left. There's one to your left, one to your right, and then one in front of you, which is the one that's Lillian just knocked to the ground.
All right, I'm going to fire at the one that's already on the ground.
Okay.
All right, and that is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and now to roll 2d10. That's 2 for the first one, and 1 for the second one. So 3 damage in total.
Okay. Resisted fire. This thing is still not looking good. Is that the end of your turn?
Then I'm going to take my cunning action to do a bonus action of dashing up to the thing and falling on it.
Okay.
Because I'm determined not to let my friends die. See, I'm brave, everybody. Plonk.
I guess, how big are you?
I am 6 foot, I believe. Yeah, 6 foot.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Okie dokie. D4, D4. That is 4 damage. Yeah, max damage on the fall.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Next up is that squirrel.
He's just gonna dig through my innards. Yep.
It will try. What the hell is going on in the background? There's a lot of noise back there.
Are you talking about on my side?
No. Lillian, why don't you roll a charisma save? If you're here. Maybe you're not here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. 16 plus a number 1, 17.
That's a save. The squirrel with he's clearly he reaches out from underneath Taxi and he goes and he glares at you and he puts his hands out like the Emperor when it's electrocuting Luke Skywalker and then it kind of fizzles out and nothing happens. Next up.
Yes.
You're a strange squirrel.
Oh, actually,
Perhaps
this
I
is
won't eat you.
Don't eat me, please.
Pericles. Why don't you roll a charisma save?
Oh, okay. This is. I can't remember if he's good at these or not. That's a 5.
The second squirrel does the same maneuver, except it does it at Pericles this time, and Pericles is now possessed by the ghost.
No! Heracles!
The squirrel suddenly vanishes, and you are now incapacitated, and you lose control of your body.
Damn.
I'm reading what the consequences of that are.
Heracles, what happened, man? Wake up! And he's gonna, like, shake him.
In over your head, elephant man.
I think he's out
Well.
cold.
Well, pizza helps. Oh, hi, Aubrey.
So I don't.
It's in your head, in your head, squirrel, squirrel.
Oh my god.
So a dispel evil and good spell could get rid of it. Otherwise, it's gonna just be there unless it uses a bonus action, or you go down to 0 health.
Oh. Unless he uses a bonus action?
Hello?
The squirrel.
Hello. Finally,
There
finally
she
heard
is.
you.
Am I back?
Yep.
Alright.
You're back.
Charisma save.
And then the last squirrel is going to just do Withering Touch again. And miss. So, now. Well, so suddenly, you, the guys, did you ever come in here or did you just eat pizza?
So we followed. I persuaded them to eventually start trekking this way.
Okay. So you guys break through the thicket as Pericles would be taking her turn, but she's possessed right now. So she's going to turn to Taxi and take a swing. So what's your basic attack, Pericles? Pericles?
Did we lose Aubrey again?
Boo, did.
Oh no. Not again.
Aubrey.
I just noticed the fucking meme.
Oh.
Scott Pilgrim.
I love Scott Pilgrim so much.
Here, I can play
Oh
Pericles.
god.
Purvis, help me. You're so much stronger than me. I need you.
All the gifts that come up when I Google Aubrey are just Aubrey Plaza, and that doesn't help.
Lame.
Am I back?
There you
I
are.
actually found someone
back,
who
back.
is named Aubrey.
What's a basic attack that
My
Pericles
base
can?
attack is. That is gonna be.
Will you just attack
That can't
Taxi
be right.
for me?
It says it's 6.
Oh, +6.
Yeah.
You're an elephant. That's pretty hefty boy.
Oh.
Please don't hurt me, Pericles. We're best friends, remember? And Percy. Oh god, I'm not playing Percy. Why am I saying Percy? Taxi is going to use the power of friendship to try and convince him otherwise.
I think your Lilu is showing.
Linky-loo, But for real, would charm work on him? Charm person?
No, because it's possessed.
Okay. So I can't try and charm the beast inside?
The ghost can't be targeted by any attack spell or other effect,
Well darn.
except for ones that turn undead.
Back yet?
There you are.
Yes.
How did it go? Did you kill him?
Apparently, I don't know. I don't know.
Just do to him what you were gonna do to one of the squirrels.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my short sword at him.
Good, I love it. Ghost approves.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. No.
And
Alright. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
max damage 9.
So, uncanny dodge. Since I can see this coming, I'm guessing.
Roll perception.
Okay. That's gonna be a 14.
Not good enough. You don't see it coming.
Ah, darn it. He didn't see it coming.
Wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
How much damage?
9.
Cool. All right.
Ow.
So Pizza Boys break through. What do you guys? You guys should roll. Well, you can roll your initiatives, but I think that you guys should just jump in and get your free actions right now.
Okay.
Did we see Pericles attack him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did somebody order a slice of kick-ass?
And I throw my spear.
Literally no one said that to Mary from on top of the centaur.
Brian, what are my targets? There's squirrels, and what's going on here?
There's two squirrels. One squirrel is like laying underneath Taxi, and the other one just possessed Pericles, and then the last one is just. Oh, the last one just tried to do Withering Touch on. So the last one is adjacent to Lillian.
Is there any squirrel that's on the elephant? Like, if I miss, I could hit the elephant, because that's the one I want to try to throw with my spear.
No.
Oh, daggers, Brian. All right. I'll just pick any old squirrel, and I'll.
Squirrely.
I will grab my spear. I'll kiss the shaft, and I'll say,
Fly true.
Oh god.
"Holy shit! I did that well." 19 plus 4, 23.
That's a hit.
Cool. That is a very unimpressive amount of damage here. I think it's a D6. That is. Ooh, I rolled a 1.
Takes 2 damage.
So I see Pericles attack Taxi.
It was coming to him.
And I make the judgment that taxi must have turned on them,
Oh
and someone goes
no.
roll. I rolled a 17, and Aubrey picked on. So he runs up to taxi and starts hitting him.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Since I'm prone, I can't really do anything. So go ahead and attack.
well, all of these are going to be at advantage then. First one's a 27 to hit. Second one's an 11.
Uh-huh.
Third one is a 24.
Oh.
And fourth one is a 15. How many hit?
2.
Okay.
2 hit. Just your 20s.
Okay, cool.
But ouch.
Then that is 6, and then that's 16 damage.
Ow. Yeah, he's starting to look a little bit worse for wear. And by a little bit, I mean, whew, boy.
Since you're prone, do you automatically fail strength saving throws? Or is that something else?
So here's the thing. I have an 8 in strength score. So either way.
I mean, you don't have to roll that well, but I think you have to
Are
make
you
a strength
grappling
saving
me?
throw. No, I'm using my flurry of blows to push you 10 feet away from me.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to do much about that, so I'm just going to go flying.
Okay.
Poor
Well-
poor taxi.
Well done, my pizza companion.
Oh, poor taxi.
And I
Poor
turned
boy.
to Pericles and I'm like, don't worry, Pericles. I've got your back.
Pericles talk, or
I don't think so. No, you're so Pericles. Pericles, in your own voice, I need you to say what I'm about to send you.
Oh,
Also,
God.
T-Berry gets a free action as well.
Oh, no.
T-Berry is a
Oh,
free
no.
action.
Oh, no. Mercy on the tabaxi. He's just
Squeak,
a
squeak,
poor
yeah,
boy.
squeak, squeak it.
Taxi is just a poor boy of 12 years old.
He's also a cat, so it's kind
That's
of.
old for cat years.
Leave the poor boy alone.
That's my line.
Lillian's only 8. I mean,
Yeah, D&D's messed up.
All right.
So, T-Berry is going to go. Oh, so we're attacking the cat then? Okay. And he is going to.
No. Oh, no.
Oh man, he is gonna make a talon attack.
Oh, no.
It's at advantage because
Oh,
he's still
no.
prone.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Alright, so that's gonna be a 20 not natural.
Okay. Okay.
And 3 damage. Is he looking?
How much damage?
3.
3 damage.
Ah! He's barely alive. He's probably crying on the floor right now, begging to be saved by whatever deity is out there. It would be perfect for him to take a level of warlock right now.
That brings us to let's see, where did my Pericles, all of you guys went. Oh, I didn't roll for my Jean-Claude.
Is he gonna attack Taxi too?
Well, everybody's doing it.
Oh, God.
Purvis law, strike hard, strike fast.
Oh, God.
Does it?
It's also
Yes,
like Purvis's
oh.
love.
Shit, I can't say anything.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Pathetic.
That's gonna be 11 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. He's still alive.
That
One HP.
brings us to Lillian.
Oh my god. This poor cat boy.
Lillian is going to attack the squirrel.
'Kay.
That's still in front of her.
God.
Try to finish it off. Because they're clearly doing a good job on the cat. I'm just gonna let that go. That's 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Jeez, I cannot roll damage tonight. That's 1 bludgeoning damage and 3 radiant. And that's a nat 20 for my next hit.
Accidentally hits taxi.
6. I forget, do you double the full dice roll? So, like, I have 6 plus 3. 1d6 plus 3.
I think we take the damage that you roll, add your modifier, and double it.
That's what it is. Okay, so 4. So that'd be 8 bludgeoning and 6 radiant.
Okay.
And that's my action. Is that enough?
To kill it?
Yeah, to kill the one that's right in front of me.
Let me find out. How much bludgeoning?
8.
Oh. What was the radiant?
6. Well, 9 radiant altogether for the 2 of them, but...
I know.
It's still alive.
Okay. I'm gonna flurry of blows. And we're going to... Yep, just... attack. Oh, jeez. That is... I rolled an 18 and a 20 on the dice, so that hits. The first one is 3 bludgeoning plus 3 radiant.
Okay.
And the second one is also 3 bludgeoning and 3 radiant.
Yep, you're welcome to describe how this dies if you want.
So I'm punching it, and then with my last one, I take one of my leaves and I bring it through the squirrel, and it just dissipates into a cloud of ether, whatever it's made of.
Yeah. I think that you guys, I don't know how many of you notice it because you're busy beating on a poor cat, but Pericles starts standing there and kind of looks at all of you, and it sees the whole bunch of new arrivals just showed up and started attacking their own, and thinks that maybe it's gotten itself mixed up in some kind of civil war or some terrible tribal thing, and so it's going to leave Pericles' body and whoosh, disappear into the trees, and you guys are left with a bloody cat below you.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, and you're laying on one last squirrel.
So can I take my turn to pray to whatever demon or deity is out there
Yeah, sure.
to hear my call?
Its name is Purvis.
Oh my god.
Purvis is a warlock patron.
Oh my god.
He starts praying.
I totally want to actually make a warlock
Guys.
thing on that now.
You
Guys,
thought it was God, but it was me, Dio.
I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick because this is priceless. It's a nat 20
To pray?
What?
for religion, so that's 24 in total.
You
What are you doing?
he's
Oh,
he
is it not religion?
No, like,
I don't think you have to make a check. Ryan?
well regardless, that was whether he had to or not. It was a pretty good one. So you hear a voice in your head, Taxi, and it's deep.
Uh-oh.
It's deep and it's booming, and it says, "Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaker."
Yes. Yes.
Squirrel god.
Oh, God. Yes. Is one of the squirrels gonna possess me?
I think it restores you back to full health, and all your blood goes away, and you're now
Oh my God.
this ghost one that you were laying on earlier. It's kind of following around and like sitting on your shoulder and stuff. It seems to be like bonded to you. So, how do you guys
Oh my God.
want to close off this adventure?
Hold on, I have the.
Oh my God.
Where's the fucking.
Pericles kind of blinks and looks around. My friend, what happened to you?
Squirrel familiar. Oh, he's so adorable. Nobody eats him. He's mine.
I knew he was possessed.
And then Taxi is going to take his cunning action to book it as far away as he can.
Okay.
I'm faster than you.
And as a Tabaxi, he can double his speed for a turn, and then he doesn't get to move for the rest of his turn. So he's going to climb up a tree, which is with 20 of his regular speed. So that's 40 speed in total to climb up a tree and away from him.
As you're climbing, you feel this strange weight behind you that you don't remember before, and it's kind of odd. It's kind of helping you keep your balance as you go up this tree, and you look behind you, and you notice that your tail has increased its size. It's large and fluffy and has kind of a curl at the end of it.
Yes, I'm a Tabaxi squirrel now. I'm changing my race.
Squirrel girl.
All right.
Purvis picks up his staff and he looks at the fleeing cat and he goes, or the fleeing squirrel, and he goes,
Oh, nuts.
I just fire an arrow.
That's the perfect place to end it.
Yeah, that's
Barry
perfect.
just goes. Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's going to be my lunch now.
Oh, poor Tabaxi.
Don't blame you.
So is he still a rogue or is he a warlock now?
Yeah, you can take a level of warlock, but you're gonna have to reduce a level of something else because you stay at level 5 in this game.
Yeah, so rogue 4, warlock 1.
Yep.
Sorry, I
Actually,
forgot Perry.
I'm gonna do rogue 3, warlock 1. Or warlock
He's,
2.
Whatever you
Would
want to
you
do.
be fine with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
This is
You guys
Dolby
look
Inn.
back. T-Very is now completely just naked bird. He's been slowly losing his feathers throughout this whole fight from all the running
Oh my
around.
God.
Oh, you can join the pizza cult.
yeah.
Back to
How many
pizza, I
cults is
think.
T-Very a part of?
Oh my God.
I am
All of them.
That was great.
Well, that was one of the weirdest games I've ever run. So
Oh my god.
That was great.
tune in next
Just
time
like
to see what I actually had planned for this week.
Oh my God.
Sorry for hijacking your game, Brian.
No, you
Oh wait,
unlocked the achievement. This is the way it works.
I just realized I can actually use the special item I got now.